Have you ever been in a dimly lit room, maybe late at night, when you catch a glimpse of something out of the corner of your eye? A shadow, a shape, something that seems to flicker just beyond the reach of your vision. You blink, and it's gone. Was it really there? Or was it just your mind playing tricks on you? Today, we're diving deep into a fascinating phenomenon known as shadow people, or Ngui Bong, as it's called in Vietnamese. Are these dark figures real, or are they merely figments of our imagination? Let's start with the basics. The term shadow people refers to those fleeting, shadowy silhouettes that many people claim to see in their peripheral vision. They often appear as dark, humanoid shapes, sometimes with features that are too indistinct to describe. Some folks report feeling an overwhelming sense of dread when they encounter these figures, while others simply brush it off as an odd trick of the light or their own tired minds. But what exactly are these shadowy beings? Are they supernatural entities, or are we dealing with something more psychological? To understand this, we need to consider a few different angles. First, there's the cultural aspect. Across various cultures, shadow people have been interpreted in different ways. In some traditions, they are seen as spirits or ghosts, lingering between our world and the next. In others, they are viewed as malevolent beings, feeding off fear and negative energy. This cultural lens shapes how individuals perceive their experiences. If you grow up hearing stories about malevolent spirits, you might be more inclined to view your shadow person as a threat. On the flip side, if you're raised in a more scientific environment, you might dismiss these encounters entirely. But what about the science behind these experiences? Researchers have been studying the phenomenon of shadow people for years, attempting to decipher the psychological and neurological factors at play. One theory suggests that these sightings could be linked to sleep paralysis, a condition where a person is temporarily unable to move or speak while falling asleep or waking up. During these episodes, many individuals report seeing shadowy figures looming over them, which can be terrifying. The brain is in a state of confusion, caught between the dream world and reality, leading to vivid hallucinations. So, could these shadow people simply be a byproduct of an overactive mind? Another angle to consider is the role of stress and fatigue. When we're exhausted or under significant stress, our minds can become foggy, and our perception of reality can shift. In these states, we might misinterpret mundane stimuli, like a coat hanging on the back of a door, as something more sinister. This phenomenon is known as pareidolia, where our brains are wired to recognize patterns and faces, even in the absence of clear shapes. So, when we see a shadowy figure, it could just be our brain trying to make sense of random visual data. But let's not dismiss the experiences of those who swear they've encountered these shadow beings. Many people describe feeling a palpable presence when they see them, a sensation that goes beyond mere visual misinterpretation. They report feelings of being watched or even touched. This leads us to the intriguing question of whether these entities could indeed be something more than just psychological phenomena. Could there be a realm beyond our understanding where these shadowy figures exist? Are they manifestations of our fears, or are they something else entirely? Interestingly, there's also a growing body of anecdotal evidence that suggests a connection between shadow people and various paranormal experiences. People who have had encounters with the supernatural often report seeing these figures alongside other phenomena, such as strange noises or sudden drops in temperature. This has led some to theorize that shadow people could be a form of interdimensional beings, slipping through the cracks of our reality. It's a captivating idea, isn't it? The thought that there might be more to our world than what we can see with our own eyes. Now, let's take a moment to reflect on how these experiences might resonate with us on a personal level. We all have moments when we feel vulnerable, lost in the shadows of our own thoughts and fears. The idea of shadow people can serve as a metaphor for the darker aspects of our psyche, the anxieties, insecurities, and unresolved issues that linger just out of sight. In this sense, perhaps these figures are not just external entities, but also representations of our internal struggles. They remind us that we all have our shadows to confront, whether they manifest in the form of anxiety, depression, or past traumas. So, what's the takeaway here? Are shadow people real, or are they just illusions? The truth is, it might be a little bit of both. Our experiences are subjective, shaped by our beliefs, cultural backgrounds, and psychological states. Whether they exist as supernatural beings or as projections of our minds, shadow people serve as a reminder of the mysteries that lie just beyond our perception. They challenge us to explore the unknown, to question our understanding of reality, and to confront the shadows within ourselves. In the end, whether you believe in shadow people or not, it's essential to approach the topic with curiosity and an open mind. After all, the world is full of mysteries waiting to be unraveled. And who knows, maybe the next time you catch a glimpse of something out of the corner of your eye, it won't just be a trick of the light. Maybe, just maybe, it'll be a reminder that there's more to life than what meets the eye. So keep looking, keep questioning, and embrace the shadows. They might just lead you to a deeper understanding of yourself and the world around you.